Fun. Okay. Okay. What we're doing today. Gotta open my fucking English assignment again. It's gonna be the end of me. Just thank God. I am. Just thank God that I only have 2 more to do and I'm almost done. I'm basically going to just take... Yeah. Well, I'm dead as fuck. Did I not copy this? Okay. Okie dokie. Now there's my 1 and 2. This is kind of like a... Let's insert a horizontal line. Yup. Let's keep this shit. We gotta keep it separated. Yeah. We do have to keep this shit separated. Okay. We got 1. We got 2. Okay. Now let's see what the main point of the source is. Let me adjust my camera. Let's just put me up here. Okay. I'm still the same cherry flavored frigid fucking feline. Now the only difference. I have I don't even know what song that is by Suicide Boys stuck in my head. Maybe I'll put it on. Can you play copyrighted music on stream? I actually don't know. But let me log into my homework first and then I'll check. Okay, I don't need that anymore. Verifying my login. You know, Duo Authenticator. Gotta lick they taint for everything. Okay. Was that really necessary? At myself. Yeah, so the boss fight in question is the English assignment. just in case that was unclear at the moment. Okay, here is... Okay, that is the article that I need. What is this last article that I need? Let's open that, and then let's close everything else. I don't need that open. I didn't realize I was going to have to Duo Authenticate so much. That's crazy. Okay. And I already have it open. Is it still open? Perf. Okay. Don't need that. Now, can you play copyrighted music on Twitch? How do streamers use? According to Twitch's TOS, you cannot use copyrighted music. Period. But checking out 7 different live streamers right now, they're all playing pop songs. Okay? If copyrighted music is detected, it gets muted. So many streamers set their audio so there is a Twitch VOD track that is all the sound from their stream minus the music. This means VOD isn't muted anywhere. What the hell? I feel like that's way too much to figure out to listen to a Suicide Boys song. I have Spotify just not go to my VODs. What does that mean? Not go to your fucking... Be careful. This is not legal. Do I look like a lawyer? Okay. Oh, I'm hungry as fuck. I am hungry as fuck. I haven't eaten all day. Well, okay. a coworker brought in a donut at work, so I did have a donut for breakfast. And then for lunch, I went to Trader Joe's and I got a like tikka masala with spinach basmati rice. Low key garbage. Was not that good, and I was very disappointed. It just had too much, I think, rosemary in it, and I'm not a big fan of a lot of rosemary at all. Um, so I threw away like most of it. I also just got really busy at work, so I threw away most of it, and then I didn't have a snack because somebody ate the white cheddar popcorners. At work, we're so privileged to have snacks provided for us. Some people take all the good flavors and leave us with salt. Like, I could have eaten it, but, like, it's not appetizing. I'm gonna mute to drink this. Straws are needed. Well, I guess I have one, but that would feel so, like, comical to just be like that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Where's the fucking article? Okay, so like I said, I think that this is I think that I would get a cease and desist if I tried to read the article on here again. So I'm going to just read it up to the side, and you guys are gonna have to trust that like I'm taking things in context, right? I'm a reliable scholar. Okay, okay, talk about it, right? Um, okay, hold on, I need to fix something. Excuse me. Hello? It's not working. Whatever. Let's do this. Okay. Got it. Okay. I don't know what to talk about. I guess I could do I just read the article? I feel like this can only really happen if you can like see the article too. Cuz I'm not going to be writing this the whole time. You know? I don't know. I don't know what I should do. Can't hold on. How do I even like look this up? Can I show articles on Twitch? I don't think you can. Oh, okay. Because I'm literally I'm using it for academic commentary or education, so it's fair use. T T T. Wait. Okay, whatever. Whatever. But do we still think that I should maybe not do it, or like it says it's fair use though. Does copyright follow fair use? Uh, no. Fair use is not the same thing as copyright. Okay, it is permissible to use limited portions. So I'm not going to put the whole article on stream. But like is that a portion? I just feel like it's whatever. Okay. Um So this article is just called Artificial Intelligence, Can the Dangers Be Constrained? Let's look up the author. Wait, I already did this one. This is literally this one up here. What the hell? Did I have this link twice? Huh? If I had that link twice, I'm gonna perish. I'm going to perish because that means I have to find a fourth source. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm just a fucking idiot. Right. We should have known that. Wait, this one isn't under, oh, yes it is. Is this one under? Man, I can't tell if this is like, if this is, I think it is. Man, why is everything protected? Okay. This article is Understanding Dimensions of Trust in AI Through Quantitative Cognition, Implications for Human AI Collaboration. And here, I'll put the, here. This is what I'm reading at the moment. If you could find a free version of it. Actually, let me see if I can find a free version of it. The fuck? It's on ResearchGate for free. Which means that anybody could access it, right? Unless I have to pay for it. If I have to pay for it, I'm not interested. And I just won't show it. Which means I can probably just show the website then, because if I can just download it, right? If I can download the PDF. No, fine. No, let's. Okay. Where's my downloads? Slay! I'm gonna do the side by side though. Okay. Oh, incredible. Incredible. Now I can actually see this. Beautiful! Okay. We won't do that again. Let's rescale this. This is like all the way fucked up. Okay. Understanding dimensions of trust in AI through quantitative cognition, implications for human AI collaboration. I'm sorry to the abstract. Actually, maybe it'll give me some of these answers. Human AI collaborative. Yeah. Human AI collaborative innovation relies on effective and clearly defined role allocation, yet empirical research in this area remains limited. We examine the alignment between trust in AI and the different cognitive levels. Yeah, like what can the AI handle specifically that like a human couldn't, for example. Or I think I said that backwards, but you get it. And I can't highlight in here. Whack. Findings reveal. Friendly AI human collaboration. Okay, I'm gonna say that I think that this source is it's very much. yeah, this source opposes some of the other um as well as some of the other like this source reflects a positive attitude. Oh my god, my stomach. This source reflects a positive attitude towards the future of human AI collaboration. And in the midst of my other more doomy, more dooms-like, more my other critical. And in the midst, this source reflects a positive attitude towards the nature of human AI collab. Okay, this source reflects a positive attitude towards the future of human AI collaboration, and in the midst of my other more critical articles, serves as a opposing viewpoint and moment of hope. Sure. Sure. Does it spark a moment of hope? Sure. This source reflects a positive attitude towards the future of human AI collaboration, and in the midst of my other more critical articles, serves as an opposing viewpoint and moment of hope. I'm going to take out this last part. It serves as an opposing viewpoint. It serves as an opposing viewpoint, acting as like I can't even say it out loud. That's how not confident I am in that sentence. Acting as a defendant's lawyer? What? This source reflects a positive attitude towards the future of human AI collaboration, and in the midst of my other, more critical articles, serves as an opposing viewpoint, acting as the defendant's lawyer. Yeah, sure. Tea. Oh my god. I'm so hungry. This source reflects a positive attitude towards the future of human AI collaboration in the midst of my other more critical. Yep. How did I find this source? Where are you at? I found the source on the Go Gale website for opposing viewpoints. By searching I think all I did was literally just search AI into it to find the article. I guess I could try to find it again, but why do that? Okay. I think for the rest of these I have to finish reading the article. Oh, I didn't look up the author. Where's that at? Oh, it's over here. Let's see. What are your qualifications? Internal medicine. Yeah. I guess Southern California provider. Speaks Mandarin. Is this the same guy? I think so. Okay. Mm. Mm. Chrome add-on, Chrome Web Store. Let's go highlighter, web highlights, add to Chrome, add extension. I can't do what I need to do. Slay, okay. I think now I can, hello? Girl, bye. Why is it not fucking, bruh. Okay, let me see. Whatever. Whatever! Who needs to highlight? About piss me off. Okay, okay. Okay. The findings, can I finally highlight this sentence? A win. A win is a win is a win is a win. Technology has evolved from being merely a tool to becoming an integral component of human AI coexistence. Friendly human AI collaboration is increasingly emerging as a core driving force of innovation. We don't need it. Hey, hey, we don't need it. Ugh. We don't need the friend, the AI friend, little necklace. We don't need a chat GPT bot to give us some love. Look, if right? Like right? Right, okay. Um the reason lies in their ability to enhance the integration of humans and AI in collaborative processes, shifting task characteristics. That's a fair point. A computer can't give you emotions, but isn't that kind of the whole point? Isn't that kind of the whole point? But I guess that's what they're gonna get into is like the humans bring the empathy and the emotions, and the robot goes through the analytical stuff for you. That's kind of their position on it, I guess. I think that's where we're gonna go. Okay, why is the quality of the product contingent on the level of trust that we place in the product? Right. Okay. Adoption of AI is closely linked to trust, and that trust in AI directly constrains firms' competitive and operational advantages. The impact of AI utilization on cognition, on our brains. I think I need to go get food or something. Hold on. Because I feel like I'm getting like acid reflux from being hungry. Okay, I'll be right back. What I was gonna make is expired, and that was the only food I had left. Right, 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 right. Okay. I guess we push on, soldiers. I guess we push on. We drown it out with Diet Coke, I think. I think that's what we do. Okay. A skill issue, but fine. If you need AI to help you understand a convoluted subject, I actually. Because that feels mean to say, but truly, like, there are resources. Like, the librarian at your free local library, she could probably tell you a little bit about some information. She might be able to give you somewhere to start. She might be able to give you some nuance, right? Let's respect our. Como se dice elders, but not old. Let's respect our educated baddies, our educated soldiers, right? Right. Okay, well, I feel like um, the main point the author makes throughout, and I'll adjust this if it's wrong, but throughout the article, the main point the author makes throughout the article is that human trust in AI, is it heeds, EEDS, or EADS? Um, the article is that humans trust in AI heeds great success when paired with the computer chip, when paired with, because AI is technically a computer chip, but the main point the author makes throughout the article is that human trust in AI heeds great success when paired with human trust in AI heeds great when paired with. Do I feel like that's a little bit unclear, because if it's humans putting trust in AI heeds great success when paired with the human's emotional aspect or their ability to have empathy, or heeds great success when paired with the computer chip, the analytical. Because I feel like my human trust in AI is not so specific to which point that goes to. Or am I thinking too much about it? That's also possible. But I don't know. The main point the author makes throughout the article is that human trust in AI. So if the emotions are trusting AI, humans bring the emotions. Humans trust in AI. Heeds great success by being paired with, by pairing, right? We're cooking with oil. By pairing the natural emotional context, by pairing the natural emotional instincts of humans and the natural, review the natural. AI heeds great success by pairing the natural emotional instincts of humans and the methodical coding of a computer, of a pewter. The main point the author makes throughout the article is that human trust in AI heeds great success by pairing the natural emotional instincts of humans and the methodical coding of a computer. By relying on one another, the computer on our coding and us on its data. By relying on one another in trust and faith, by relying on one another, they are able to complete more by relying on one another, the computer on our coding and us on its data, they are able to achieve, a more productive outcome. By relying on one another, they are able to achieve a more productive outcome. A more productive outcome. By relying on one another, they are able to achieve a more productive outcome. I don't love it, but we just need to get it done. It doesn't need to be perfect, it needs to be done. It doesn't need to be perfect, it needs to be done. What are the author's qualifications to make him or is the author too biased to be related? To be honest, like I said, he looks like he's just like a doctor. Right? I thought that was my name. Okay. Familiarity and transparent feedback are key drivers of human-like trust. But can you build into AI systems social and cultural values? I don't think that you can. Can you code in fairness and empathy when it is such a nuanced thing? I don't know. Functionality trust is related to the technology itself and its compatibility with specific scenarios. It is established through factors such as functional practicality, functional integrity, predictability, and transparency, as well as user experience, comprehension, and the characteristics of different task scenarios. Okay, so then I guess I don't have the functionality trust, right? Or the cognitive trust, because I really don't use it. But the functionality trust being that it's proven that it's successful through a varying you know. Okay, I need to see if I have something else because my stomach, I thought I would be fine, but okay, I'm back. It's in the microwave. I think before I keep going, I really want to um, put music on because I'm sitting in silence here. Kind of struggle bus, but I believe that Dan and Phil make copyright free, like vibe type music, like ambiance music. Under Dan and Phil beats. So let me see if I can put like literally anything on so that it's not silence with me. And then okay. And then the next question is how do I add that to the can I go let's yeah. Hmm. um well now I'm not sure if you can hear me. I don't know. If I play it just on my desktop, can you hear it on the stream? Be honest. And if you can, is it really loud? Like, is that better? Can you hear it? Let me check. Let me check. Like if it's playing on my just desktop, if you can hear it. I'm muted. Everybody tells me that it's the AI. I really struggle with it. I have identified my I have identified my benevolence with AI, and I know that it's something that I just have to get over because it's the future, but I really don't like using it. I try to opt out of it as much as I can because I showed it on stream the other day, but it cannot multiply. Like, it cannot just do, like, basic. Okay, it can do very, very basic. It can do 2 plus 2, but if you give it, like, a even, like, 1,000 times something, it's not, it like gives you the wrong answer. So I like have a very hard time trusting that it can do anything emotionally, pathically. I don't know. Most research, I like that they at least acknowledge that the research does not cross compare them to each other, and that the research really is specific. Which it could mean that the people conducting the research are like really trying to like paint a narrative, really, but I feel like it's I don't think that that's what's happening. So these four further comprise into 6 sub ones. Hold on. How do we get to formulas from here? What? I feel like I should have read the abstract. Excessive and insufficient trust impacts human AI relationships. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Goody. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of over this part. Yeah, let's look at the summary. I'm like, oh, let me go get my food actually. I guess I'll go do that since it's out of the last time, I promise. Okay. I got rice with soy sauce and sriracha. You know, not ideal, and I didn't put enough soy sauce in this, but it's food, and I'm fucking starving. Okay. I feel like the audience is oh, hold on. Okay, let's go. The author does not have any known unique qualifications, but provides ample data, um, ample data, and presents the proven against the proven unique qualification, but provides ample data to support his narration, kind of like as he takes you through his as he took us through all of the different ones. He provided ample data throughout it. The audience, yeah, I feel like the audience is catered to a more data-driven demographic and will likely suit a group seeking out provable provable author does not have any known unique qualifications but provides ample data to support his narration. The audience is catered to a more data-driven demographic and will likely suit a group seeking out provable, I don't want provable facts, provable theories, provable, I don't know. Provable conclusions. This is probably going to be a short one. I really don't have much to say on this one because it is a lot of heavy data. This article specifically hones in on the concrete facts of AI and human trust, conveying the conveying the why did I find every word but convey? The ability conveying the ability and the inherent misalignments, or conveying the ability it's able to. It's we humans are able to trust AI, likewise, vice versa. So conveying the ability and then the inherent issues that comes with that. The inherent issues that come with that. Using pointed data will aid in my ability to present a full case towards a potential collaboration with AI moving forward. Because my stance isn't, it's not pro-AI, shocker. So this is a good counterpoint to say that it is possible. There are scientific reasons why people get held up and what that all means, and this is at least one report done on it, which it's still new, but it does point in the other direction, and it gives me, as it asks here specifically, it gives me data and graphs. So article specifically hones on the concrete facts of AI and human trust, conveying the ability and using equations and did I use graphs already? Hones in on the concrete facts of AI and human trust, conveying the ability and the inherent issues that come with that using equations and graphs. Using this pointed data will aid in my ability to present a full case towards a potential collaboration with AI moving forward. I found this source on GoGale website, or on the GoGale website for opposing viewpoints by searching AI. Slay! Okay, I need to do the annotated bibliography for that. And then we have one more. And I hope that that one is also free so that I can show that one on here also, because it's not cool when you can't. Right? Like, it'd be really boring if I was sitting here trying to explain this to you and you couldn't at least see it a little bit, you know? I'm gonna eat this rice while I make this citation, but it won't be long. July 2025, and I guess we'll put today's date as accessed. This is the final boss in so that my teacher will grade the rest of my assignments that I've submitted, because I did not submit this one. Because it's just different. Like, I had a really big holdup on it. I don't know why. Okay, maybe we don't show the URL, actually. I don't know where this ends. Oh, right here, I think. Like this, it goes in that way. Oh. No. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, last one. Let me see if it's free like the other one. And here's hoping. I don't... Well, hold on. Let me not get ahead of myself. I think it is. I think I found it on the same website as the other one. Yeah, okay. Well, okay, hold on. Okay. Disclosure of AI-generated news increases engagement, but it does not reduce aversion, despite positive quality ratings. I thought this resource was going to be interesting, because even when news sites disclose that certain images or maybe entire articles have been produced by AI, it does not reduce the aversion. So let's look up who the author is really quickly so that, oh, there's a lot of them. Well, I feel like they're pretty qualified then. It was a group of, let's see. The many authors of this source are a team of scholars presenting from the University of Zurich. Whose bias may well be sifted out of the article by nature of having multiple collaborators. Having the multiple academics review each other's work again and again just by writing it. Having the multiple academics review each other's work again and again by writing and piecing it together cohesively. The structural integrity. Having, yeah, so how, okay, the tense is all over the place right now, I feel like. Having, or like, something. Having the multiple academics review each other's work again and again by writing and piecing it together cohesively emboldens, structures, supports the integrity in its publication. What's up? My cat's meowing. Come here! Well, if she really wants something, she'll come. Who is the audience? We'll figure that out in a bit. I found this source. What's up? Come here! By searching... Is it raining? I don't think so. Okay, I found this source by searching art, and I am gonna spell this wrong, which is like a proof of my own intelligence, question mark? Spelled artificial wrong, and got intelligence right. Let's go. I found this source by searching artificial intelligence on the ProQuest website. The fact that you could just end a paragraph like that is ridiculous to me, but that's what's in the examples. Okay. Ugh. Generative AI is the topic. Now matches or even suppresses human capabilities in tasks like text composition. Yeah. Okay. Okay. AI applications, especially in natural language generation, have become integral in practical journalism. Damn, the AP and Forbes really have AI writers, or an AI Summarizing scientific data via platforms like Open Research. Like I just did? Okay. Um, Jesus. Yeah, it does prevent. It presents several implications. This highlighting gets rid of all the spaces, so I don't know how helpful that's gonna be actually on this website, or maybe. All right, never mind. On one hand, it offers opportunities for faster multilingual and expanded content production with potentially fewer errors, which could enhance news quality and help combat misinformation. Okay, it could, but job losses, that's the concern? You just said allows journalists to focus on stories. Job losses in the journalism sector? So is AI supporting these jobs or is it getting rid of the jobs? I feel like in the same sentence you can't decide. Like what? Watchdog role. That's crazy. That is bloody insane. How about if there's important political information? How about if there's important political information? If we want to talk about getting important political information. I don't think we're getting that from anybody right now, right? We are getting AI from our president, right? Shitting on the citizens. If the public decides to distrust AI produced content and does not engage with it, they may miss out. If I miss out that we are going to war because I did not engage with an AI tweet, I feel like you failed your job at running the country. You failed at your job if that happens. Right. Leading to less informed citizenry. Like if you're putting this out, such a version could be a problem because it could undermine the credibility and effectiveness of news organizations. But in the same sentence, or sorry, it is the next sentence. Therefore, transparency. Sorry, it was an earlier sentence that they're telling you that it's AI. How about you just don't use it, right? Right? Like if you're peer reviewing it, and by that I mean you're getting this slop from the slot machine and you're looking at it and you're going, punctuation looks good, data looks good, but you're not really looking into what they're saying. Are you really a journalist? They really said they were both the same, that they both had the same quality. So they're saying the results suggest that if they just disclose it, the engagement rate will be higher. Because at least they told us, right? I don't think it's. I think they're thinking that it's making them this self-aware, like, you know, icon. You're so aware. I don't think it's like necessarily doing what they think that they're doing. I also don't know if that's necessarily how you read that data, but that's neither here nor there. Who is the audience? I actually can't even tell who the audience is for this. I don't know what even side they're on really. Sorry. Not what side they're on. That's not what I meant to say at all. I don't know what argument they're necessarily making here yet. Like it's not coming together for me yet. Just that the disclosure doesn't stop people. So people are more comfortable with AI talking about like arts and sports. I'm tired. Like, wow, okay. Respondents rated human written news higher in readability but lower in credibility. However, when they were given the article without any context, the differences were minimal. So, the disclosure or the perception of who writes it is important. Like, I just have a bitch eating tips complex about it. I know I need to get over this, like, hatred that I have for AI, but I really just, like, and generative AI, like, in this you're literally saying that people are more comfortable, like, sure, let it take the art stuff, let it write the movie reviews, let it write about the Victoria's Secret fashion show, let it write about that new poster that just or that new billboard that just went up in your city. Let AI write about that in the cultural like qualifications or elements surrounding it, but don't let it write about like politics or foreign affairs. I just think, and maybe this is my black and white thinking showing, but I just think that if it can't do it all, it's probably not going to do the sum of it that it can do well, right? I just kind of feel like if it could only write the arts and the sports, it's not going to report well on those things adequately either, you know? Because if it's so limited, then it's not grabbing the nuance from outside of that realm. I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like I hope that that makes sense. If it can't do it all, then it can't do any of it, really. In in my opinion, right? My thought on this is that if the declared source generally favors human written articles and they score better if computer written articles score better and higher, I forgot what I was gonna say, whatever, I lost it. Let me reread it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say all this tells me is that your human writers suck. Your human writers aren't doing a good job at conveying what they're trying to say. Either they're not giving enough data, because I think data or listed out pieces of evidence is going to make it seem more credible or more trustworthy than somebody that's talking more about like the implications of it, right? I think if your writer included the implications but also included the data, that'd be where you're at. Get a better writer. Human written texts only have a slight advantage. That's crazy. All studies were conducted before 2020. Well, they should have started with that. Because AI between 2020 and now, in 2020 they couldn't even put 5 fingers on the thing, right? And now we have Jake Paul doing whatever he's doing. Water is wet ass statement. Perceived notions may lead to distorted preferences. Water is wet ass statement. Yeah, outdated, underscored, and need for additional research. Like, if there was a red, it would be in red. I actually, like, don't even... This source just pissed me off. I'll write about it, but this source just pissed me off. Talking about, put a bad taste in my mouth. Preconceived notions may lead to distorted preferences. Okay. Right. Right. Simulate a paywall. You're conducting research. I hate the timeline that we're in, bro. They're doing research to talk about how whether or not like we know it's AI perceives how we respond to the information or how we think it's credible. And to do so, they had to simulate a paywall. I hate the timeline that we're in, bro. I hate it. Like, the simple fact of being able to pull up this article is a miracle in itself, because I thought it was behind my school's paywall, but I found it for free. Simulate a goddamn paywall to figure out the effectiveness of AI articles. Because they're only giving them the 150 words to maintain consistency and to avoid bias. I can't. I can't. I was gonna say, do we get the results? I'm trying to do the math in my head of, like, if this is a net total or net negative. Let's see if they give me if they break that down for me, because I can't tell, honestly. I'm trying to, like... No, it doesn't keep going. Okay. Okay. No significant differences. But when was this one conducted? Was this one also conducted in, like, the 2020 time range? Because... So, these findings suggest that while AI involvement in news production does not negatively impact the perceived quality, however, it rather positively influences the reader's willingness to keep reading once they find out. If I find out that the article I'm reading is written by AI, I'm closing it. I'm looking for one that's not written by AI. I'm looking for an academic journal. I'm looking for a peer-reviewed article. I'm looking for content. I'm looking for humans who've touched this topic, who understand the nuances of the topic. Yeah, bitch eating chips complex about that article I just pulled up of mine. The bitch eating chips complex about AI. I just have an aversion to it. Okay. This source bot to show no. And this needs to be an objective. Right? I think this one might be wrong because it needs to be objective, but okay. This source provides this source examines the preconceived ideas that humans have on the credibility and readability of news articles. The source examines the preconceived ideas that humans have on the credibility and readability of news articles when presented with AI collaboration. Notice when presented with AI collaboration versus non-AI Processed articles. This source points at the few studies conducted to conclude that there are no significant perceived no there are no significant differences between this source points to the few studies conducted this source points at the few studies conducted to conclude that there are no significant differences between significance between the way the information is accepted. The source examines the preconceived ideas that humans have on the credibility and the readability of news articles when presented with AI collaboration versus non-AI processed articles. This source points at the few studies conducted to conclude that there are no significant differences between the ways the information is accepted. The many authors of this source are a team of scholars presenting from the University of Zurich, whose bias may well be sifted out of the article by nature of having multiple collaborators. Having the multiple academics review each other's work again and again by writing and piecing it together cohesively supports the integrity of its publication. I'm like spitting bars right now, bro. Yeah, spitting bars. I am gonna check my phone though for a second. I'm sorry, I'm the worst streamer. I'm the worst streamer. Damn. Leah Kateb is bad. Leah Kateb is so bad, bro. Let me see if you can see her. Leah Kateb, Jasmine. Costume. Goddamn! She is fine as hell, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. She looks so good. No, I saw her Instagram post. This is what made me, it gagged me a little bit. Yeah, gagged me just a little bit. That looks so good. Okay. No. I'm gonna finish this. I would say the audience is the intended audience for this source is are, and then I don't know what's coming after that, so I don't know. For this source, the intended audience for this source it's like people that want to like people that want to understand how their the intended audience is for people who want to understand how their biases distort the reality. It's not the first time I've written that sentence. For people who want to understand how their biases distort their reality, or for those in the industry seeking alternative ways to incorporate AI into their model without losing out on customers. This source is actually, fairly forgiving in regards to AI. So, for all intents and purposes, it serves as another alternative viewpoint to my own to dispute. I've got much to dispute with this. It serves as another viewpoint. It serves as an alternative viewpoint for me to dispute. The source is fairly forgiving in regards to AI, so for all intents and purposes, it serves as another alternative viewpoint for me to dispute, while acknowledging the menial tasks of no. What do I think about this source? This source provides anecdotal evidence to clearly represent how the perceived involvement of this source provides anecdotal evidence to clearly represent how the perceived involvement of AI does not entirely dismantle human trust. It's not inherently. Oh, I'm sorry. The source provides anecdotal evidence to clearly represent how the perceived involvement of AI does not entirely dismantle human trust in its outcome, which is very helpful. The source provides anecdotal evidence to clearly represent how the perceived involvement of AI does not entirely dismantle human trust in its outcome, which is very helpful for me to This source is fairly forgiving in regards to AI, so for all intents and purposes, it serves as another alternative viewpoint for me to dispute. This source provides anecdotal evidence to clearly represent how the perceived involvement of AI does not entirely dismantle human trust in its outcome. However, it is noted within it that these tests were run before 2020, and the advancements made between now and then have surely swayed the public's perception. Did I finish? Okay. The source examines the preconceived ideas that humans have on credibility and readability of news articles when presented with AI collaboration versus non-AI processed articles. This source points at the few studies conducted to conclude that there are no significant differences between the ways that information is accepted. The many authors of this source are a team of scholars presenting from the University of Zurich, whose bias may well be sifted out of the article by nature of having multiple collaborators. Having the multiple academics review each other's work again and again by writing and piecing it together cohesively supports the integrity of its publication. The intended audience for this this source is for people who want to understand how their biases distort their reality, or for those in the industry seeking alternative ways to incorporate AI into their model without losing out on customers. This source is fairly forgiving in regards to AI, so for all intents and purposes, it serves as another alternative viewpoint for me to dispute. This source provides anecdotal evidence to clearly represent how the perceived involvement of AI does not entirely dismantle human trust in its outcome. However, it is noted within it that these tests were run before 2020, and the advancements made between now and then have surely swayed the public's perception. I found the source by searching artificial intelligence on the ProQuest website. Okay, so now I just need to do the citation and get this bitch formatted and submitted. I don't think, we'll see how we can format it, but I feel like I might just take out the points. I might just lose the points for not formatting it. It's done. I gave you the summary, like, but also the easy part is the formatting. So I guess I could just Google it. Right? Like, I could just Google it. Yeah, I'm gonna put all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna put the first 2. Fabrizio Gilardi and Sabrina Di Lorenzo. Website title, ProQuest. Electronically published on it's the 15th of November 2024. And sure, we accessed it. Whoa. Let's not age myself, okay? We'll view a sponsored message. Because they're so kind by letting me freely source my citations. We'll watch your Adobe ad. Bro, I have this, like, it's just like this dry patch on my finger that has been there for like a year or so. But there's another spot forming, and it's like, it feels like snake skin almost. Like, it's very dry, Sahara-esque. Not sure what to do about that. But it's there, and I keep picking at it, and then with my nails, it's like, it's just so accessible. I need like a little fidget something. You will be able to view your citation after this ad. It looks over. Hello? Thank you. I'm like, was it over? Bruh, if it makes me go through it's gonna make me go through the ad again. Because it didn't want to load out of it the first time? Like, the fuck? Why am I getting punished for that? That's crazy. Copy citation. Slay. Okay. MLA format in, like, MLA format in Google Docs. Google Docs. Okay. Bye. Yo! First time chatter! How's it going? How's it going? I sent you the wrong link the first time, and I was like, crap. I don't know if that leads to anything, but... Formatting your paper and works cited. This is what I want. This is what I want. Give me an SOP. Okay. Okay. MLA SOP. Right. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're just gonna do content because that's like the main. This is like the bulk content of my the like main project. So we'll put that there. This is the English assignment that I've been. Oh, I'm very sorry. Every time I get him to sleep, he blows up his diaper. That's so rude of him. Does he not know how hard you work to keep it clean? Ask him that. Because I want to know. Oh, but this is the English assignment that I have been putting off for 3 weeks now. I just finished it. I'm just formatting it. He's smiling at me as he said that. He knows better. He knows. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Formatting your works cited. Make sure you have line spacing set to double. Meaning? Boop. Line spacing double spaced. Set Times New Roman 12 because I'm already good like that. Like, I'm good like that. Indent the first line of paragraphs 1/2 inch from the left margin. Oh. Begin your works cited page on a separate page at the end of your research paper. It should have the same 1-inch margins. Okay, how do I set the 1-inch margins? Is that the 1-inch margin? Label the page. Okay, well I'm not gonna, because it's not technically a works cited, it's just my annotated bibliography, so I'm not gonna put works cited. It should still have page number starts at 1. We want it on this side. Well, I do anyway. Oh. I'm gonna format this off stream then. And we'll do this. Okay. No, yeah. Times New Roman 12. It's not my first rodeo. Okay. Double space all citations. Do not skip spaces between entries. Indent the second and subsequent lines of citations by 1/2 inch to create a hanging indent. Insert. Isn't it in here? Insert, no. How do you do the, format, align and indent, increase indent? No. Format, no. Yeah, format, align and indent, indentation options, hanging. Oh. Slay. Okay. No spaces between the... And yet I feel like she's not gonna know that the... Like where it starts and begins. I don't know. Align. Indentation options, hanging. Okay. Get rid of the spaces in between and hanging indent. Oh, okay. I think I got it then. I've got it. Why is it not letting me do it now? Oh, that's why. That's why. Format, align and indent, indent options, hanging 0.5. Slide. And last one. Format, align indent, indent options, special hanging 0.5. And delete that space. Let's go. Okay. Oh, is this in alphabetical order? Shit. Gab, Gib. This goes at the bottom. This is the last one. Oh, actually, it needs to just do this then. Slay. Okay, now I need to go through and make sure there's no extra spaces or anything. Oh, undo. Yeah. TW. Slay! Okay, let's title this, or actually let's just, fine, title it annotated bib. Download PDF. Okay, let's submit this-ish. And then she'll be able to, well, she'll be able to, and then with the submitted, she'll actually grade the rest of my assignments. So yay for that. Let's get this stupid thing submitted. Make sure you've answered sure. Choose file. Annotated bib. Submit. 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 There's like 3 different submit buttons. Do I need to submit it and turn me in too? Hold on. I need to check if it needs to be in on turnitin.com. Sorry, not turn me in. Turnitin.com. Well, how's everybody's night going? Does anybody have Halloween plans? Halloween is on Friday, y'all. That's at the end of the week. So if you don't have your costume planned, if you don't have something to do, I plan on watching the only 3 trilogy Friday something on Netflix. It was recommended to me the other day and I plan on watching it because it sounded good. Trilogy of horror movies. Well, Halloween movies, I think. Okay. Do you guys do this too? Every time I type in my password and I think I like mistyped or something, I have to erase everything and retype the entire thing because I don't trust that I actually remembered where I fucked up. What? Why is it not working? Hmm. What the hell? I don't know why it's not working on, Hmm. I'm scared that I'm gonna lock myself out. I literally typed that password. Okay, I got in, but I did type that password twice. And I did need to submit it on here, so I'm glad that I thought to get in. Okay, and then after this, we get to do a math test. This rice got really cold. Submitted. I want to refresh this though in a couple minutes to see what the plagiarism similarity is because I'd be interested. That I would be. Alright, let's see if I can get open my, let's see if I can get it open. I think my teacher's gonna be like shocked that this was submitted. 15% similarity. Let's see what was similar. 15%? I bet it's gonna be my last name in the upper right hand corner and 5 times the last name. That gave me 5%. And then 7 missing citations. And the highlighted is the citation. Okay, so there's no similarity. Glad to see that. Okay! Bye, English! Math. I think I'm gonna have to duo authenticate again. Oh, no I don't! Let's go. W. Okay. Lessons. I'm just doing the test. So, what my teacher does is she has us take the chapter test before we do any of the lessons. That way we kind of know what we're familiar with and what we're not familiar with, and then we do all the homework and stuff, and then we take the chapter test again. And then you could take it a third time if you feel like you didn't do good on that second attempt. So we're going to take the 6B test. Excuse me. Oh. Well, I don't really think it matters, but hold please. Okay, and then if I do this. Oh my god, bruh. Please. Like here? Right? Bruh. Slay. Okay. It's just a different setup needed for math. Right? Like... Right? Like... Okay. We're doing this together, folks. This is, I think well, it's 6B. I did the 6A test the other day, so this will just be, oh, maybe I should change, let's go, Wes doing precalc. We've moved on. We've moved on to greener pastures. This is going to be fun. Now that the English is out of the way. Okay. I cannot believe I'm on page 37 of this, by the way. With like one chapter under it. That's crazy. Okay, well, 3 pi over 4. Well, sine 3 pi over 4 is, I'm pretty sure. I'm, like, pretty sure, but also I'm fully anticipating getting a 3%. The last chapter test I got at 11% on the first attempt. So this is genuinely just to unlock the homework so that I can do it tomorrow. Because if I don't do this, it doesn't unlock the homework. So let's give it our best attempt, folks. Tan negative 3 pi over 4. Sure. I have no, like, particular reasoning to pick that. Seven, 8, 1, 8. True. That's a true statement. That is negative 1.1676. Graph each using translations or reflections. Yeah, all of these waves kind of look the same to me right now. I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's go y equals sine x, and then y2 is equal to sine x plus pi over 2. Graph that. So the first one intersects it. Well, these, yeah, okay. The first one intersects at 0. The second one intersects at 2, I think. Oh, at 1. So, as opposed to, yeah, no, it's this one, because the first one goes, actually, the first one is this one. This is the first one. It goes through the center, and then this one, yeah. Yeah. List the quadrants in which the function has the following. I have this written down. I need to probably memorize this for the final, but I'll wait to see what's on the final, like, practice test to see exactly what I should hone in on. But where sine is negative in quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Cosine of negative x is equal to cosine of negative x cosine of negative x equals I'm not confident. Negative sign? 3/4 sine 3/4 x. Well, y equals you like can't even tell where that's coming from, really. It looks like this guy though. Yeah. Yeah, it's for sure C. I feel like I should put up like a graphing calculator up here, but determine the equation of the function that's graphed. I'm going to punch in all of those equations and I'm going to see what one it is. I think that that's the... Until I like know, but it is going to be +3, no? Or no, it is -3. So it's... Okay, it's either B or D. So then I'll plug it into here. B is sine x minus 3. Not that one. That's crazy. So then is it cosine x minus 3? Or is it not -3 at all? Yeah, I don't think that it's... Okay. Let's go cosine x plus 3. No. It's got to be -3 sine x. It has to be. Nope. What the hell? What the hell? I'm just gonna put that. Let's come back to that. Alright, y equals 3 sine 2x minus... Is this minus inside the parentheses? Minus. I don't think it is. 2 cosine x. Graph. And then let's look at the... Please stop. Okay, let's look at... How do I put the parameters? Okay. That's not giving me any of these. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Hmm. I think it's that one. I think. The parentheses going on here is insane. +5. Okay. The highest y, where is that? Oh yeah, that would have been annoying to go through. I think the highest is... Okay, let's go. The lowest is, sorry, yeah, minimum function is at about 4.6. And then the maximum value is at about 4. Y is equal to 1/3. One divided by tan 2/3 x. Bruh. 2/3 x plus pi. The parentheses is crazy. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. There's so many fucking parentheses. Precisely this. Precisely that. I'm actually gonna do better on this than I thought. I thought I was gonna get like an 11%. I think I might get like a 40. Maybe. But like, seriously? Can I? Let's count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, and 1, and 1. That's just a whole lot of parentheses, is all I'm saying. Because I gotta do 3 divided by 2, parentheses, 1 divided by sine, parentheses, 2 divided by 3, parentheses, x, minus parentheses. I'm just saying, it's a lot of parentheses. Pi divided by 3. Is that the last? Okay. And what does that look like? It looks like this. A satellite circles the Earth in such a way that it is y miles from the equator, north or south. I have not considered t minutes after its launch where this equation. What are the amplitude, the period, and the phase shift? See, this is where they're going to get me. So, because I haven't learned any of this before, I have no idea, right? Because why would I know? So, I'm expected to get this one wrong. But we're going to come back to it, okay? No, we're not. We're not going to do those last two. I have no idea. Determine the equation. I just have to plug all these in and figure out which one it is, and I didn't want to. -2 sine, less parentheses this time, x minus pi over 4. Graph this. And let's zoom in as it asks us to within the parameters of 5 by 7. Yeah. Well, it is certainly not A. Not A. B, 2 sine x minus... Oh, I should have showed you that. I'm sorry. I'll show you this one, even if it's not divided by 4 graph. Kind of looks like it. It's giving some promise. We'll check the points, but it's got this same little gappage right there. It goes down to about 2, 1, 2. Yeah, goes down to, and it goes up to about 2 also. Yeah, and then this is maybe like a 1. Where does this meet here? Oh yeah, it does meet at like 1. Okay, we'll select it for now, but it might not be that one. It might not be that one, and it's like clear as day. Okay, well, let's do 2 cosine that instead, and see what that gives us. Pi divided by 4 graph. Already no. No, because the little like divot guy is on, it's in the wrong quadrant. It's in quadrant 2 instead of quadrant 4. So it's not that one. Last one, D, is negative 2 cosine x minus pi over 4. And this one could be, let's see. No, the gap is in the wrong quadrant again. It's in this quadrant. Our gap is in this quadrant. So it's not that one. It's B. Okay. I'm going to submit this without finishing the last 2 answers. And I hope that's okay with you. And I'm also going to move this over here really quickly. Okay, I got a 58%. That's actually much better than I anticipated. I anticipated an 11%, hyped myself up to a 40%, ended at a 58. Can't be mad at that. And now, for tomorrow, I have all of my homework unlocked because I had to do the test before I could unlock the homework, as I've stated before. Okay. Yay! Okay, I'm done with homework. Isn't that so fun? Like talking, like, as if, okay. I thought the homework was pretty fun, but I'm just happy to have my English assignment submitted. Low-key. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the... Sure. Yeah, just excited to have that English assignment submitted because that was the bane of my existence. And now she can grade my other stuff. But now I don't know what to do with my life because I'm done with my homework. I could play a game. I could log off. I'm still very hungry, and my rice is still here. So, definitely need to eat. But I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time doing my pre-calculus homework and maybe some English, but I think I'm done. I think I'm all tapped out of English for a couple days. The next English assignments that I have due are on Saturday. So I think tomorrow, let's look at my calendar. I think tomorrow we will do the pre-calc. We'll start to study the chapter, and then we will do the first homework. Well, it might just be a studying stream tomorrow because there's only 2 homeworks for math this week, which is scary, which means those 2 are going to be pretty difficult to complete. So I think I'm going to spend a lot of time really going through the content tomorrow. Maybe doing a couple practice questions, and like maybe opening up the homework just to see what I can do, but I think that the bulk of the homework is going to be done on Thursday. Mad that I can't open it over there. So yeah. And then Friday, Saturday, I'll work on the English homework. Needs to get done. Like I said, appreciate you if you stopped by. See me again this time tomorrow. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday.